Welcome to the MSDW podcast. I'm Jason Gumpert, editor at MS Dynamics World. On this special episode, we are previewing Community Summit 2024 with Nick Morea, manager of sales engineering at Leapwork. Leapwork is the sponsor of this episode, and Nick will be on site at the company booth at Community Summit. He fills us in on what he and the team will be sharing at the event, running from October 13th to 17th. As Nick explains, implementing automated testing addresses a range of pain points for Dynamics 365 customer organization, from pure efficiency and stability gains to also addressing skills gaps and improving areas like governance. But Leapwork will also be sharing new findings on where AI fits into their story, both on the testing technology side and on the test automation side when it comes to Microsoft's Copilot offering. The team will have a new report to share and a new session exploring this topic, which Nick previews for us. They'll also have plenty to see at their booth, from treats to educational experiences. All right, I'm here with Nick Morea from Leapwork. Nick, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks, Jason. So, Nick Morea, I lead the technical pre-sales team here at Leapwork. I am actually the first employee in the US for Leapwork, and for the last 3.5 years, I spent my time as really the principal sales engineer. And what that means is I was bridging the gap between our product teams, our go-to-market sales teams, and our customers, helping them to extract the most value out of automation.
All right, excellent. And yeah, certainly a really critical role, especially in a company that has been doing a lot of things recently. Can you give us a little bit of an update on sort of what our readers should know, what else our readers should know about Leapwork today?
Yeah. So you might have heard about us from a couple of different things. I've been to several Community Summit events in my tenure here at Leapwork. And for the last year, we've been going around the country attending a variety of Doug meetups, and they've really been a ton of fun. We also attended the Dynamics Con event in Denver, Dynamics Minds in Slovenia, and for the first time this year as a headline sponsor. So we've been to a lot of different Dynamics community events across the globe, and we've just released our AI report. So you might have heard about this in the media. It really is a must read. So come and see us to find out more.
Yeah, and we'll certainly post some links and references that we can before the event as well. So yeah, a lot of work in the Dynamics space. I also know that you've been reaching out to and working with a lot of customers and professionals in the Dynamics space. What are you going to be sharing about your most recent work with people at Community Summit, which is coming up soon?
Yeah, it's really about how to build trust, performance, and reliability in AI apps like Microsoft Copilot. So you might be thinking, why does it pay off to have a framework for this? And it's really around implementing automated testing to ensure your Copilot deployments meet the goals of the organization and help to drive better customer service outcomes. The other area is around simplifying software testing. And we do this by reducing the time-consuming tasks that you might have previously been taking weeks to get through to just an hour or so. And this approach allows testers to focus on aligning their work with their business goals, addressing skill gaps that they might have in the team, and adopting modern best practices. So by leveraging test automation, you can create governed, scalable, and reusable test flows using a no-code generative AI solution to enable both engineers and developers to your business analysts to test more quickly and efficiently. And when we think about this closing of the skill gap, it's really how we ensure that the resources that the company has are being spent where they make and create the most value.
That's a really interesting way of positioning some of these topics that I think a lot of customers are seeing perhaps for the first time in recent weeks and months from Microsoft, and putting kind of a whole new perspective on it. What is that going to look like for people who come by the Leapwork booth at the event? What kind of experiences might they have with your team?
Yeah, so I'll start with what's happening on Monday, the 14th, 10:45 a.m. We're doing a session called Extreme Makeover, the Test Automation Edition. Now, this is going to be in room 304C, and it's important because this time last year, we had a panel that really sat in the audience, and they're up on the panel this year, and it's essentially fast forwarding 12 months to hear firsthand why they made the test automation leap diving into the problems they wanted to solve, and most importantly, did it achieve everything they wanted it to? And we have another guest on the panel that's even further along in their automation journey and what it means as we go down the future, down the line, what kind of outcomes, what kind of value is it delivering? Now at the booth, we have demo sessions that will happen every day, 2 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. One is going to be led by one of our customers, Dan Madden. So you'll really get an insight into a real life use case. And the second one is going to show how generative AI can improve efficiency and productivity in a variety of testing scenarios that allows teams to deliver high quality software faster and more effectively. So during the last demo of the day, we're also going to be announcing the winner of our daily competition. I can imagine and almost hear, okay, what's the prize, right? That's going to be part of the draw. And this year we're giving away 2 Air Wheels cases, one on each day. And if you don't know about Air Wheels, stop by, come see them in action at our stand. Third, we've flown in one of the country's best barista companies. They'll be serving freshly roasted, artisan, small batch coffee of your choice, as well as a host of other drinks. So avoid the lines where everyone's going to be queuing up at the on-site coffee shop and stop by and grab a coffee on us.
All right, very nice. Yeah, certainly a lot to take in at the booth then. Yeah, any other advice for attendees on what they should be paying attention to at the event, either from a Microsoft product perspective, or perhaps from the broader community of customers and partners that are at an event like Community Summit?
Yeah, I think this year we're going to be hearing a lot about AI. So there's widespread adoption of AI. And I imagine any of the attendees are likely part of companies that are adopting it. 85% of organizations have integrated AI and applications into their tech stacks in the past year. However, only about 16% of these organizations believe that their current testing practices are efficient. So if you want to hear the latest and greatest of what organizations should consider when adopting AI, be sure to stop by our stand, pick up our new AI report, and you can see and learn more about how Leapwork is using AI to test AI, which is a pretty cool way to solve that challenge.
All right. That is, yes, for sure, a really interesting perspective, perhaps a novel one for people who haven't heard what Leapwork has to offer yet. So I really look forward to learning more myself. And I think anyone listening should definitely make the time to stop by and learn more as well. Nick, thanks so much for taking the time to chat with me here. I look forward to connecting with you and the Leapwork team at Community Summit.
Thank you, Jason. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to it.
This has been another episode of the MSDW podcast. My thanks once again to Nick Morea from Leapwork for joining me. You can find Leapwork at booth 1432 at the event to get a copy of their new AI report or see a demo. And as Nick mentioned, you can see their session on Monday, October 14th at 10:45 local time. And that's it for this episode. If you want to get in touch with me, send me an email, jason@msdynamicsworld.com. Until next time, this is MS Dynamics World, signing off.